This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it is 6:53. Let's get you up to speed with everything you need to know for your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles is live with updates on the aftermath of the massive earthquake in Asia. You good?
Yeah, sorry. Mark Peterson is telling us how long our mild temperatures are expected to last.
But let's get right to Destiny Richard with breaking details on a pair of deadly shootings in Spokane last night.
We're here at Pacific and Havana, where still don't know a whole lot of details, but one man was found dead here last night. Still have deputies and officers from the Spokane County Sheriff's Office and Spokane Valley Police Department here, but they'll be here for a while. The area is blocked off here, specifically at Havana and Pacific, so just be aware of that. There's also an investigation into a shooting last night that happened around 8:30. Spokane police say there are reports of gunshots south of Liberty Park, and 3 people were found with gunshot wounds. 1 person is dead. 2 others are being treated for injuries at the hospital. And right now, police are looking for this vehicle, a Honda Odyssey minivan with a Washington license plate reading Ash 3415. Do not approach. Just call 911 if you see this vehicle. Of course, we'll continue to follow up on both of these investigations, which right now police say are not related.
Good morning, everybody. About 10 minutes before sunrise in our First Alert weather, and that First Alert weather app would be perfect to download all the way through the weekend. We've got a clear sky. You can still see the moon up there, 27 degrees. Winds are light, but you're going to need some layers heading out. Our high today, though, you'll lose a couple layers this afternoon because it's going to be 42 degrees. Grand Coulee, you're going to be at 44. We'll see that in Pullman as well. Things are looking pretty good. In fact, getting us through the 12 hours, we're going to be temperatures well above freezing at 10, and we're going to see low 40s all the way through the afternoon.
This morning, authorities are searching for a patient missing from Eastern State Psychiatric Hospital. 21-year-old Silas Finley walked away from the hospital around 6 o'clock Tuesday night. Police have been searching the area for him, saying he has a history of self-harm, mental disorders, and substance abuse. He may pose a threat to himself or others. He's white, about 6 feet tall, 150 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. He may have boarded an STA bus and gotten off near Cedar and 2nd in Spokane. If you've seen Finley, call Crime Check at this number, 509-456-2233.
And more breaking news this morning. The Associated Press has just confirmed that more than 19,000 people have died along the Turkey-Syria border in this week's earthquake. The losses from this earthquake have been unimaginable. In the latest update from the World Health Organization, some of those who lived through the quake now face a struggle to survive the aftermath. The WHO's incident response manager warned that there is a danger of seeing a secondary disaster, which may cause more harm to people than the initial disaster.
U.S. officials say the balloon eventually shot down last week is 100% not civilian and part of a broader Chinese military spy operation. But it's not just a U.S. problem. According to the NATO Secretary General, he says there are also increased Chinese intelligence activities in Europe. The remnants of the balloon are going to a government lab so the FBI can take a closer look.
And Republicans are criticizing the Biden administration for not flagging its first report on the Chinese balloon as urgent. GOP Senators Marco Rubio and Roger Wicker sent a letter to President Biden's top defense and intelligence officials Wednesday, questioning the White House's response to the suspected spy balloon.
The Biden administration is expected to release a roadmap to transition the U.S. out of the COVID-19 public health emergency. The goal is to try to lay out for the public in a clear way what the end of the declaration does and does not mean, as well as possibly provide guidance on masking and testing.
A controversial natural gas ban is passed in Eugene, Oregon. It means no gas stoves and no gas heating. It'll affect new buildings like duplexes or basically anything that's 3 stories or less. The mayor believes it's an important step towards meeting their housing and climate goals. The ban starts on March 9th.
Southwest Chief Operating Officer will testify before Congress today about the airline's holiday travel meltdown when it was forced to cancel nearly 17,000 flights, which left nearly 2 million passengers stranded at the end of December. Representatives from the pilots union are also expected to testify today. The airline blamed cancellations on a winter storm and scheduling issues, but pilots also point to outdated technology.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, with Valentine's Day next week, a new warning about those romance scams and an exclusive look at the FTC's list of top lies scammers use. Destiny kind of warned you on some of this stuff earlier this week. Back with the final check with weather with Mark next.